Yep, that'll work.
It does cut.
It does cut it. Who would have thought? All right.
What's that?
That there. The house on wheels.
All right, I know that was a strange way to start off a video when we haven't been on here in like a year, however long it's been. But let's go over there and ambush Ryan and see what he's been doing for this, however long it's been. Oh, just like old times.
What's up?
So everybody's been wondering, where have you been for the last, what? How many long it's been? A year? 2 years?
It's been a few.
Last time, you know, we had this, let's go a little wider here. Winnebago sitting right about here, and you were plugging away at it.
Still in the same spot.
And we started off this video a little weird with working on a Winnebago. But not this Winnebago.
No.
What are you doing?
We got another Winnebago. Well, it's not mine. Customers. But we get to do the same thing. Similar. Not the same thing. It won't be as low as mine. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know.
Well. But it's,
Can't have that.
can't have that. You know, we got to draw the line somewhere. But no, it's going to be badass. And it's, yeah, Duramax powered.
Ooh.
Gonna have
Chevy, I like that.
Chevy, yeah, I know. This really can start, you know. Y'all want to see if I got to come here? But yeah. It's we got 22-inch semi wheels going on it.
Oh boy.
Off-road tires and
Let's quit talking about it. Let's go look at it real quick.
take a look.
Hey, here we are. Look at, holy mackerel. Well, it's not on the ground, but it's gonna be on the ground.
So this is pretty close to the ride height. Well, I'm sorry, not the ride height, obviously, but the bottom of this ends up where the wheel is. So it's gonna be that high off the ground when it's all the way down. It's got 10 inches of lift in the front.
That's crazy.
So yeah, a lot of lift, but we used this front frame out of a 2012 Chevy truck, 2500, and it has torsion bars. So we're gonna put hydraulics on the end of the torsion bars in there, and we basically made a subframe out of it. It bolts in way past right past the torsion bars, the end of the torsion bars. It bolts in there, bolts in on the front, and it took a lot of time to get that all back in. We also had to narrow it 6 inches to get it to the crack width to work with those big wheels on it.
Are you gonna pull it back out again?
Oh yeah.
So we'll show that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you got pictures. If maybe I'll get a picture and throw it in here.
Yeah, I
So you
got,
see
I
it.
got plenty of that, but it's got to come out because we're going to fit the motor. We're going to take some bunch of measurements, then we're going to fit the motor and transmission outside, and then use a forklift and just pick the whole subframe up to get it back in. That's really the only way it's going.
It's one way to do it. I mean,
way to do it.
in yours, you went right through the door.
No, well, we used the forklift through the door, but I dropped the engine down.
Right.
And with that frame, it's just not good. Plus, that Duramax is just massive. You know, I mean,
Yeah, it's big power, big Chevy power, you know.
It's like half the power of the Hemi, but you know, whatever.
Whatever, yeah. Half the power when it's not running.
But yeah, this one's got 2 doors. On one side, it's 28 foot, so it's 10 foot longer than mine.
This thing is so free. Look at this thing.
I didn't even know they made them this big.
It is so long, and we've been talking about it. It's going to look extremely low because it's so long, I think.
Yeah. We narrowed the Chevy truck rear end 14 3/4 of an inch to make it fit with the dualies on the back here, which it was a 2-wheel drive rear end, so I don't know if a dually rear end would have already been a little bit narrower, but we have all the adapters and everything to fit those.
It's gonna look like a little Pro Mod under there or something.
Yeah, the dish on the back wheels is massive with the dualies. And it's the same aggressive tires on the back, but we started making subframe. I didn't cut the original frame out yet, but that's as far as we got yesterday.
That's pretty, that is, it's not as crazy as what you did to yours, but
yeah.
it's still really, really cool.
Trying to keep the inside as useful as possible, you know, and so it'll just be one step in the middle. We're gonna do a parallel 4-link with a Watts link on the back. And I don't know how much travel we're gonna get on the back, but it will be hydraulics, not like mine, but something cool and cantilevered and just cool. But yeah, I know I just need to get a bunch of lift so we can lift this back off the ground in case he goes pulling over a hill or something like that.
That'd be cool. Yeah, because it's so far away from where the rear end's gonna be.
Yeah.
So cool.
That way you're just gonna lift it up and go. But you can also lower the front down. 10 inches is pretty pretty amazing that it's stock suspension and gets 10 inches of travel. I mean, it's not, you can't, not like drive it all the way down or all the way up, but it still can move that far to get it in and out of somewhere, or, you know, that kind of thing. Put it on the tow truck when it breaks down and that kind of stuff.
All right, well, here, I don't know how to turn this camera on. Maybe you can hold it here a second.
There you go.
So it's been a long time since we've been here, and I'm not gonna do that video of like, where have we been, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? If you wanna see more of this, let us know. You know, if you've been here, you know about Ryan's work and what he can do. And this is gonna be a cool project. And my shop is actually right next door now. I mean, really, it's like, there's my van.
Right there.
Right there. So I can pop in anytime and film this stuff. So just let us know. Bye. Oh, look, my shop's over here.
Get out of here.